Okay, we're in the balance room. In the balance room there are actually two types of balances. The one we're looking at right at the moment that is focused down is called an analytical balance. The analytical balance has a glass covering all the way around it to keep air from circulating on it. It measures out to 4 decimal places that you can see on the scale below. It is very temperamental. If you move it, it will get out of balance, and then we have to recalibrate it. So be careful with you get into the balance room and are using it. The other type of balance, and we'll touch on this one because we'll use it occasionally. This is an open face balance. It measures to 2 decimal places. It's good for getting a real quick estimate on a measurement. So, for example, if you wanted about 0.5 grams of something, you could start with the open face balance and get a point somewhere close to 0.5 grams and then transfer it over to the analytical and get a more accurate measurement. Most of our measurements will be done on the analytical. I brought in our 4 different samples that we saw in the other video. And we are going to begin with the largest one, and we're going to get a mass on it. So you need to be recording these masses on whatever piece of paper you're going to turn in with your notes, purpose, the equipment, and a description of the procedure. You will notice that we are reading at 38.0928 grams for the large one. So that's sample number 1. I'm going to pull it out and do the next size down. When you use the analytical balance, it's always a good idea to tear it because you see it bounces around. It is pretty sensitive to movement. That's why we close these glass cages around it. So you should be able to record the balance for sample number 2. And we'll do the same thing here again for sample number 3. And you should record that mass. And finally, we'll get to sample number 4. Okay, while we're in here, one thing about the analytical balances, a lot of times when we're measuring a sample of something, we'll use something that's called a weigh boat. They're small like this, or we could use something else that's called weigh paper. So these are always within the balance room. When you use a weigh boat or weigh paper, you put it on the balance first, then tear your balance. Good idea to close it. Tear one more time. So now the weight that you're getting is your actual weight of sample. So for example, if I wanted to do this sample in my weigh boat, I could then put that in. And that should be my weigh sample. So that's just an aside for future reference.